Finally TV. It is your boy Gabriel. We are here at Drumline Studios, producer synergy. Shout out to Drawzilla and Rachel Hendricks. And looky who I found. Say hello, Rachel.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Drumline Studios.
There you go, there you go. I've been asking everybody about what they feel about something like this, the producer synergy and the networking opportunity that it is, and everybody seems to be on the same page. They love it. They think it's a great idea to get together with producers, artists, rappers, singers, whoever you are, and just be able to come together and hear the talent, right? So what's your take, being the person that has a hand in throwing it and a person who might be listening like, hey, is there something for me that you guys are doing? What's your take on something like this?
So, for me as a songwriter, it's very hard to connect with producers in the area or even reach them myself. So, this event kind of brings everybody together in one room so I can kind of, I wouldn't say like scout out the talent. There's a lot of people in this room that I've never met and I've never worked with that I have the opportunity to connect with. So, that's the bigger picture with the event.
Gotcha. I dig it. I definitely could see that. What I asked Drawzilla this, so I want to ask you this. What would be an ultimate win? Like, how would you consider this to be an ultimate success? Because there's a lot of energy going on right now. There's great beats. We're hearing it right now. It's all happening. But what's a win for you?
A win for us would be everybody that's in the room right now gets to know each other, connects with each other, and then some collaborations happen, whether they involve me or not. That's the goal.
Yep. And I think that's to a T. You guys are all on the same page. It's all the same answer over and over and over, and I love it. I found one of the producers that actually put on already has some fire going on. I'm not playing. My man Music Mystro in the building. Say hello, sir.
Hello, sir.
I like a guy with a sense of humor. Man, how you doing today? It's a pleasure to meet you, man. You have some good music out there.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man.
You're very welcome. Where are you from, man?
From the Bronx, man. Birthplace of hip hop from the Bronx.
Yeah, there you go. The boogie down. Loving that. Your production sounded great. You got that great vibe in there, that good hip hop core vibe that I love. I'm old school. I'm 42 years old, man, so I was feeling what you had going on. What are you making your production on now?
Oh, man. Logic and live instruments.
Oh, really?
Logic and live instruments.
That's what's up. So you're sampling live instruments into it?
No, I'm playing live instruments.
Get out.
I got a lot of musicians. I do a lot of live sessions.
Okay.
I make the bass of the beats. I play the piano and the drums. I got bass players on my team, trumpet players. You know, sometimes when I sample, you know, maybe can't get a sample clearance, and you know, we go in live. We do it over.
Wow, I love that. Kind of almost like a roots feel to the whole thing, going in with it. I appreciate that full force, and I think that's why it was so heavy in there when you was rocking, because there's real instruments in that music you're playing. You can tell electronic made sound versus a real sound, and I think that's why yours was jumping out so much to me. It was definitely dope. So can you tell the people where they can follow you, where they can support you, and all that good stuff?
Buy every album I produced on. That's great support. Now, follow me Instagram, everything actually. Music Mystro, MUSICMYSTRO, and musicmaestro.com.
Okay, there you go. So make sure you go check that out. I'm sure I got it on the screen right now. I've been asking everybody from a producer point of view, what do events like this do for you, and what do you think it's doing for the culture?
Well, for me personally, events like this, I didn't have when I was coming up. So now, you know, with me being a Grammy-nominated multi-platinum producer, I judge a lot of these events. You know, so I give back. You know, with a lot of producers, like a lot of the information that was given to me growing up, you know, I hand it back. You know, whether I'm judging I Standard, whether I'm judging APL, whether I'm judging Coast to Coast, whatever I'm judging, you know, events like these, you know, I could be selfish and keep that knowledge I have to myself, but you know, for me to sit there and, now I ain't gonna say waste my time, but for me to sit there and give my time, you know, gotta give something back. You know, if something ain't right, you know, I'm gonna let them know, like, yo, you could do this, you could do that, you could do that, you know, just giving back. So these events or really good for the up and coming producer, and then it's fun for the established producer or the semi-established producer.
Got you. Now, you mentioned you have some music out there that's got some Grammy nominations and awards and stuff. Let's talk about that a little bit. Tell the people.
I produced for Mary J. Blige, Fat Joe, LL Cool J, the whole Dipset, a lot more. You know, those are just like the first names that pop up. You know, the clips. Right now, I'm currently working with Allie Caldwell. She was on The Four, last season of The Four, and she was on a season before that of The Voice. You know, so she got an album coming out on Sony Red Orchard, and that's pretty much what I'm mainly focused on right now.
Okay, gotcha. And that's due out in 2019?
June. It comes out on her birthday, so I think it's June 28th.
Okay.
Yeah, it's something like that. Or June 8th. Yeah, something like that.
He will definitely let you know when you go ahead and follow him. Check out the website that he mentioned. Give it to him one more time so they know, so they can go ahead and follow you.
Music Mystro, everything Music Mystro. Music Mystro on Twitter, Music Mystro on Instagram, and musicmystro.com. MUSICMYSTRO.
There you go. He is Music Mystro. I am Gabriel. Finally TV. We got the producer synergy, Drumline Studios, baby. Let's go. What up, party people? I told you, you think I was done with like 8 interviews? Nah, we ain't done yet. I found another producer here at the Producer Synergy, Drawzilla, Drumline Studios, Rachel Hendricks throwing this thing on. I found L. Caesar. Say hello, sir.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Chilling, man. What brings you out here today? You performing tonight?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Gonna play a couple joints. Got a good batch together. It's gonna be fire.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Last time I saw you, we were at Levity Live, the Clash of the Beatmakers Titans. Yes, sir. So how'd you feel about that event, and what do you think about these events in general?
I'm always a big fan of like when they come together with these events. So like Levity Live was dope. Met a lot of dope artists and producers. Same thing right here. A lot of dope producers. I heard some dope artists, so I can't wait to network, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what it's all about, and I think to a T, everybody's saying the same thing. It's a great networking opportunity. What's crazy is that I feel like they just started happening in the last year or so, you know, at least around here, you know what I mean? So I'm very happy that Drawzilla jumped on it, and he's doing it. That's why I found the need to come out here and cover it, you know, because you saw me out there with Big Veg, Rock Runner. We were doing our thing. Still a mess. Shout out to Big Veg out there. But so, L. Caesar, tell me, what are you making beats on nowadays?
Right now I'm doing on Pro Tools. So I do all my beats on Pro Tools. I got my native instruments, my plugins, Contact, Massive, and you know, I pretty much do all my beats straight on Pro Tools.
Okay, there you go, there you go. So going from that, how long have you been making beats, and where do you want to take this whole thing to?
Right now, I've been doing beats for like past 10 years. The past, I want to say like 4 to 5 years ago, started getting serious. Now I kind of feel like I'm at a point in time where like I'm definitely ready for a placement. So that's where I see myself, with a placement.
Gotcha. So 10 years grinding, looking for a placement now. I don't think it's gonna be hard because if I remember correctly, you had some fire going on at Levity Live. You had some things going on. You made it past round 1, if I'm remembering right. Yeah. It was hard to make it past round 1 there. There were 16 producers, so it was a lot of competition. So kudos to you to making it to the round 2. That was dope. So tell the people where they can find you, how they can follow you, and all that good stuff.
All right, so yeah, you can follow me on Instagram at Producer Hail Caesar, HAILCZAR, Producer Hail Caesar. That's pretty much where you can find me at mostly.
Okay. And where do you be at? Because you're not from around here, right? Where are you from?
Oh, no, I'm from Mount Vernon, New York, 914, baby. You know. So yeah, that's where I hold my head at. But I mean, I'm all over. I'm willing to go anywhere.
Of course. He's up here in Poughkeepsie right now. As a matter of fact, we in Pleasant Valley. Forget Poughkeepsie. We blew past Poughkeepsie, went to Pleasant Valley, Drumline Studios, Producer Synergy. So, Hail Caesar in the mix, L. Caesar. Let's do this one more time. You go follow him on Instagram. Subscribe to the channel. Support, subscribe. He is L. Caesar. I am Gabriel. We out, baby. I've been hearing a lot of fire beats. There's some really good production out here. This isn't just people in here beating on the table in the lunchroom. This is like some real deal production going on. I've met some really accomplished producers in here. This is not just, you know, local Joe coming up with a beat on his MPC. These are people who have worked with great artists and have already done things and are just coming here to show everybody else what they got. So with that said, one of the people that has already gone and already put on a great show was DJ Static. Say hello, sir.
What's going on? How y'all feeling today?
Man, they are feeling good because I'm feeling good. We're on FinallyTV. We're here at Drumline Studio. A lot of energy in that room. How do you feel about what's going on in there right now?
I actually love it. I love the energy. I love the vibe. The people come out, you know what I'm saying? Support, show love. Love it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. You put on a hell of a show, like I was just saying. I really did appreciate what you had going on. What are you making beats on?
I use Ableton, Pro Tools, Reason.
Wow.
Any DAW systems out there, I make it happen.
Okay, okay. It seems that it's, and correct me if I'm wrong, because you seem like you might be old school like me. Back in the day, it seemed like if you made beats on an MP, then you made beats on an MPC. You know what I mean? And that was what you did it on. You know, you didn't really have a SP sitting next to it. You just had the MP. You know, so nowadays it seems like people are, I'm going to use Reasons for that. I'm going to use FL Studio for this one. Do you think there's a reason for that?
I think it's more of the workflow kind of thing, more or less. Like, you know, it's just one standard thing right in front of you, you know what I mean? And, you know, I come from the MPC background, so to make that transition was actually a little difficult at first, but after a while, as you improve in, like, learning the DAW, you know, your workflow becomes actually better, and, you know, you're expanding yourself as a producer to many opportunities and creativity within the DAWs and whatnot, so.
Sure. So with that said, as far as accomplishments, what are some of the accomplishments that you've had as a producer? Who have you worked with? What are some things that you're proud of that you've done as a producer so far?
Well, I've worked with some legends. I've worked with T-Pain, KRS One, Mano, Jadakiss. I'm about to actually got a song with Ramen that's going to come out on his album, and Trinity 5-7 is a gospel group that was signed to Matthew Knowles. The Baha Men. Okay. You know, there's various of people that I've worked with, like in different genres of music. You know, so not just hip hop.
And let me ask you, and let me just remind the people out there, I'm sitting here in Pleasant Valley with the legend right here. Now, with that said, when you're doing things like this, how did you figure out to come up? Do you know Drawzilla? Like, how did you end up here up in Pleasant Valley?
Oh, well, yeah, Drawzilla, me and Drawzilla, we've been cool for like over 15 years. Okay. You know, and even as we was coming up, like, you know, we had the I Standard showcases. I used to see him there a lot, so we got to build and whatnot. And he's a good dude, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Drawzilla. Yeah,
I recently had him on my show on FinallyTV. He was a great interview. We talked about a lot of good things. He's very accomplished as well. You guys have done a lot of work. So with that, how can these people support you? How can they find you on Instagram, all that good stuff?
All right, well, for that, I got a beat tape coming out pretty soon. So if y'all want to follow me for more details, you can find me on DJ Static 222 on my IG. You know what I'm saying? You can also email me at djstaticllc@gmail.com. And, you know, like I said, I'm going to keep y'all updated on this beat tape volume 2. I actually got beat tape volume 1. You click on the link in my bio on IG. You can hear that too as well.
There you go. So you will have a body of work to go listen to. I'm sure if you start Googling this man's name, you'll find some other production credits to go listen to some more stuff of his. But he is DJ Static. I am Gabriel with FinallyTV, Drumline Studios, Producer Synergy, baby. We out. We've been hearing a lot of great production out in that room. One of those people that's already gone on and played his 10 minutes worth of beat is my man Grand right now. Say hello, sir.
Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Grand.
There you go. There you go. Where are you from, good sir?
Hey, I'm from Brooklyn, New York. And right now I'm staying in Albany, New York.
There you go. All the way from Albany, coming to Pleasant Valley. How did you end up here? Do you know Drawzilla? What's the deal?
Yeah, I met Drawzilla down at a competition through iStandard called Beats to the Beats in Atlanta. And he was just interested in how, you know, well I was doing on stage. And he was like, yo, you're fire, you know. And then he said, oh, you know, I'm up in Poughkeepsie. And I'm like, okay, boom. So he invited me down to play some music. Okay. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad he did. Thank you, Drawzilla, because this man was fire. You were doing some good things out there. I think you were received very well. How'd you feel about your performance?
No, I felt very good about it. I was, working up till the last minute to get all the beats perfected, and I think I did really good. Yeah.
I think a lot of the producers here took the 5 minutes that it takes sometimes to just EQ their beat real quick, right? It seems like you took that time because nothing was popping, the bass was good and smooth. How important is EQing, engineering your beat before you play it for somebody?
It's very important. I mean, like, especially, you know, when you're playing in front of people like this, in front of a crowd, you need to make sure your kicks and your snares are snapping, popping through the mix, popping through the speakers, you know, because when everything sounds mushy, it doesn't register well, and they don't get the message of what you're trying to bring.
Right. I've been asking everybody what they're producing on. What are you making beats on now?
Right now, most of the stuff I played right there was through Machine, but then I mixed and mastered through Logic. But Logic is my baby, and it always will be.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. I've been hearing a lot of things about Machine. A good production tool or what?
No, absolutely, absolutely. You know, the good thing about it is just the feel of it. I love the feel of it. Every time I make a beat on it, you know, it just feels, you know, gritty. And even if when I'm off, it just sounds so good off, you know?
There you go. I know that feeling. As a person who's made beats on an MPC before, I know exactly what you mean, that when it's a little off, it's not, though. It sounds good. All right, so with these events like this going down, how do you feel about this whole thing? Do you feel these need to keep happening? Do you think these need to happen more regimented? How do you feel about these events?
I think they need to keep happening. I honestly feel like there's not enough going on. You know what I mean? I feel like we need to keep doing these events, bringing artists and producers together to connect with each other, you know, to vibe and talk and exchange masks and stuff like that. It needs to happen.
Yeah, no, I couldn't agree more, and I'm glad you gave that answer because everybody's been saying the same thing. So I think, Drawzilla, you were successful in your mission because everybody has taken that same page out of your book and has collaborated. They've been networking, they've been talking, they've been interviewing. So I think you won. You did a good job. Now, for somebody like you, where can they follow you on Instagram? How can they support you?
So I'm on Instagram as GrandBK_808, GRANDBK_808. And, you know, I got a bunch of stuff on there, and I'm always willing to collaborate with anybody, you know. So just hit me up, let me know. You know, let's make it happen.
Oh, I like that. Grandman, thank you for coming on. Producer Synergy. So next time, ladies and gentlemen, if you produce out there, make sure you're hitting up Rachel and Drawzilla. They will get you on the list to come here and perform and show people what you got. If you rap, if you sing, you should be a spectator here. There's Remy Hendricks is here, Leek Jones is here, there's a couple other rappers here. They're listening to some dope production, and now they're going to be having that connection because now they're in the same room. They got to chop it up. So thank you for putting on something like this. The 845 is very happy. FinallyTV, Rachel Hendricks, Drumline Studios, party people, let's go!